श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto 13th chapter 24 sloka onwards. फैंस लेके गए क्या कोई? So we discussed till sloka number 23. In this chapter, we started learning Vidura asked questions based upon the Maitreya's presentation in the previous chapter. He asked about Narada and Prachetas. So, and he wanted to know what is the conversation among them. So to answer that, Maitreya started explaining about Maitreya Muni. So further, what happened? Who are the descendants of Dhruva Maharaj? So Dhruva Maharaj has two wives. He had two wives, one Ila and another one Brahmi. And Ila's son Utkala, he was eldest son. But he got detachment from the day one, from his birth. So being a Gnani, actually, he went for the Brahma Nirvanam. So like that, he was not at all having any interest. So he couldn't become a king. So after that, all the family members of that family together decided, ministers and everyone. So Brahmi's son, Vatsara. So Vatsara became king actually. And he has wife. What is the name of Vatsara's wife? Sunit? Something. So like that. So after that we have seen several descendants. So finally we came Anga actually. Yes? Anga. The list, family list is, descendants list is given in these slokas, in this chapter. So you can refer that. So Anga is also one of the descendant in Dhruva Maharaj's lineage. So Anga's son, Vena. Maitreya started telling about Vena actually. Anga, so initially he was not getting children, but After doing yajna for Vishnu, then he got a son, Vena, but he's a cruel boy. And because of him, so Anga left his house, his home, and he went to forest. Like that, Maitreya told. After hearing this, Vidura started asking questions. How such a great devotee, and he's a saintly person, Anga, and he got such a bad, cruel boy as a son. What is the reason, and so and so? He inquired questions. He inquired about this, and how, and also he asked Vidura asked these Brahmanas. So how, why they gave shapam? That means Brahma shapam to a king. Generally, king, even if he does mistake, their citizens, they has to tolerate that, because in the leading position, whoever is there, you cannot pinpoint him all the time. There is a need of tolerance. If it is too extreme, then intolerance can be showed. Otherwise, no. So what is the reason actually? Why these Brahmanas, who are the subjects of a king, but they cursed him? And what is the reason, and so on? So he asked. So in reply, we are going to see further 24 onwards. Huh? एतदाख्या हि मे ब्रह्मन् सुनीतात्मज चेष्टितम् श्रद्धानाय भक्ताय त्वं परावर वित्तमः. पढ़िए.
Maitreya, my dear Brahmana, you are well convergent with all subjects, both past and future. Therefore, I wish to hear from you all the activities of King Vena. I am your faithful devotee, so please explain this.
Yeah. Vidura asking actually. He wants to know about this Vena. Purport. Vidura accepted Maitreya as his spiritual master. A disciple always inquires from the spiritual master, and the spiritual master answers the question, provided the disciple is very gentle and devoted. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has said that by the mercy of spiritual master, one is blessed with the mercy of Supreme Lord. So the spiritual master is not inclined to disclose all secrets of transcendental science unless the disciple is very submissive and devoted. Yesterday we have seen how many types of gurus are there. What are those? Who are those? Siksha Guru and Siksha Guru equal to Bhajan Siksha Guru. One more? Shravana Guru. Yeah. Shravana Guru. Shravana Guru means the procedure is like this. Jivatma initially, so it get association of sadhu. Okay? After getting association of sadhu, by sadhu's association, Jivatma initially having some little ruchi and shraddha, not ruchi of that stage, simple ruchi, and some shraddha. Then that Jivatma, that person, wants to know more specifically. Vishesha Bubutsayam. That means, after getting this association, Jivatma wants to know more. Oh, who is he? What is that? Who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Association means initially that sadhu, when he meet, so he will definitely give his mercy, may give, may not give. If he gives mercy, then this Jivatma get the initial some taste and ruchi. So that's why, what is that? A sloka. Vasudeva Sususho Shraddadhanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchihi Syan Mahasyevaya Vipra Punyatirtha Nishevanat. So when we get the opportunity of associating sadhus, we don't get association, but they give association actually. So it is completely, it is in their hands. And mercy also, it's not necessary that association automatically gives mercy also. So, of course, association includes some mercy, but additional mercy is needed for the different types of people. Like in the case of example, if you see Nalakuvera Manigriva and their female companions, all were bathing in that river with naked bodies. So at that time, Narada went there. After seeing him, what was the response? All the female, they went immediately, damsels, they covered their body with their clothes. But Nalakuvera and Manikriva, just to see. Like that, they opened everything and they showed. This is the response actually of Nalakuvera and Manikriva. Then, this is offense actually. Showing naked body to a sadhu is completely offense actually. Completely, they are negligent. And they are very offensive towards Narada Muni. In their case, a special mercy is needed to become devotee. Just by Narada's association, they can't become devotee. But these damsels, they became devotees. Because they are not offensive. But Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they need actually, so they need an mercy. That mercy Narada Muni gave in the form of curse. Yes. So they became trees. So Arjuna trees in compound of Nanda Maharaj. So because of that curse, they became devotees. So from this what you understand? Just by sadhu's association, those who are not offensive, they will become devotees. But those are offensive, they will need extra mercy actually, not just association. This is the fundamental principle of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. You have to remember this. So that level of mercy, how much they need, that depends upon they are how much offensive. Dhritarashtra is very much fallen actually. He got association and he got mercy also. So association of Bhishmadev, association of Vidura again and again, and Vidura again and again he instructed him, but still he is so offensive actually. He couldn't become devotee finally. Brahma Nirvana he got. Yeah, they got Nityananda Prabhu's. That is a high subject matter, not based upon Bhagavatam, that is even further advanced. Nityananda Tattva is different actually. Generally I am saying. So this is the system actually. So whenever the sadhu's association jiva gets, it depends upon their offensive nature also. That means whether they become devotee or not. So now Shravana Guru point we are discussing. Shravana Guru, when it comes, that means after getting association, that means Sushuso Shraddhadhanasya Vasudeva Katarchi Syan Mahassevaya Vipraha Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. So Punya Tirtha Nishevanat means when they visit, randomly we go here and there, sometimes we go to the devotees Tirtha Sthala also, holy places. Maybe we may not at the sake of we want to get some association, no. People will go randomly, so to do business or some to see the sightseeing. So for that other reasons they may go. But there what they get? Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. They get the service towards the sadhus. What kind of service? Glancing, seeing, or sometimes they get hearing also. So then after that, because of that service, they get what? Sushusho Shraddhadhanasya. So they get opportunity. They feel to associate that sadhu, oh, he is so effulgent and so, and let me go and ask who is he, what he does here. So then they get little Shraddha Dhanasya. Then what will happen? Vasudeva Katharuchihi. So then the associate sadhu, then they will be getting the ruchi. This is general explanation. But if you see in the systematic way, the procedure is, that means ruchi they get means they are higher level. That means, so many steps are inside, are taken out from that sloka. They are not mentioned in that sloka. But in general, what happens? So when person get association of sadhu, then after that he get little interest. So that's based upon his offensive nature and also based upon the amount of mercy he gives. So now assume that he got some taste and some Shraddha, little Shraddha. This is not the Drudha Shraddha. So then because of that Shraddha, little Shraddha, he go and once again inquire that sadhu to know about what is what you are doing, who is absolute truth, and so and so. That is a Vishesh Bubutsa, we say. Then what will happen? Then he will be explaining, he will be making him to hear about absolute truth, about Krishna actually. So it depends upon sadhu. He is a Gnani sadhu or otherwise a Bhakta sadhu. It depends. So Bhakta sadhu, he will be, and also he can be many types also. But the pure devotee, what he does, he will make him to hear about Krishna. For our interest is only pure devotees. So that's why we take that only. So that pure devotee sadhu, what he will make him to he will be making him to hear about Krishna. So after hearing Krishna, immediately they got just half an hour. He heard for half an hour and now I don't want to do anything and I am the servant of the Lord and just I will be 24 hours doing whatever you say, that devotion, all the time Krishna bhajan I will do. Like that he will come. Like that he will become? No. What he is going to get? Hearing, and then after that he is doing mananam actually. Acha, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why Krishna? Why not this? Why not that? Like that he will be getting so many. So mananam process means contemplating whatever they heard actually. So when they hear that you are insignificant Jivatma, why I am Jivatma? I am this body. I am, and you are belongs to Krishna. If we say, what is the role of Krishna here? How I belongs to Krishna's one? I am belongs to my father and my mother. So many things actually. So many doubts keep on coming in his mind. So all these, as much as hearing, and so he is removing all his doubts. Then finally what will come? Drudha Shraddha will come. So the one who is making him to hear about Krishna, so he is Shravana Guru. Okay? Shravana Guru can be Siksha Guru. And that Shravana Guru, what he will do, he may, mostly Shravana Guru only will become Siksha Guru also. And also, initially he met sadhu, and through that sadhu he may meet even few more sadhus. But among those sadhus, only one he will make or two he will make as Shravana Gurus. And among those Shravana Gurus, so he will make one or two as Shravana Gurus can be even 5, 10 also. But among them, only one or two he will make as Siksha Guru. And from the Siksha Guru, what he will be learning? Not just hearing about Krishna, but he will be so knowing about how to do bhajan. That means you should do chanting, and you should be like this, and you should do like this, you should do like this, like this. He will be explaining. Whoever is explaining like that, whoever is making him to bhajan as per his Shraddha. His Shraddha is not Drudha Shraddha. That means that person now is not fully surrendered. He may be interested to do only 4 rounds. That means half an hour time only he can give for Krishna in his whole day. That much Shraddha only he got. Then as per his level of Shraddha, Bhajana Siksha Guru engages him in Siksha Guru equal to Bhajana Siksha Guru. Okay? So Siksha Guru engages him in services. So based upon his Shraddha level. Then what you ultimately, so that Siksha Guru and Shravana Guru, who can be both same, so he will make him to hear further. So the target is getting complete surrender. And that means strong faith he should get and complete surrender. Then pure devotion begins. Before that, without complete surrender, identifying himself as body and doing so many activities and offering result of that activities is not at all a pure devotion. So, then after that, so by the Bhajan Shiksha Guru, Bhagavad Vidhi, if he follows, and he can go back to Godhead. But people who are very much lazy and crazy, so to guide them what? There is a need of, to discipline them, there is a need of what? Diksha. There is a need of Diksha. So, Diksha, Pancharatrika Diksha, based upon that Diksha, they will be getting the mantra. But Diksha Guru only one. Shiksha Gurus can be many. Shravana Gurus even more. But Diksha Guru should be only one. That's the Shastra's rule actually. You cannot take mantras from different places, no. So finally, like this, we have Gurus. So Shravana Guru and Shiksha Guru can be, so Shastra Upadeshtaraha. They explain about Shastra. And Bhajan Shiksha, Diksha Guru is Mantra Upadeshtaraha. And he is describing about mantra actually. These Gurus, any Guru if you faithfully follow, if you follow any Guru actually, and if you serve him faithfully, what they will do actually, Guru's role is what? What they do, Guru? What we discussed yesterday. Deliver. Guru Prasada, what it will be doing? That is mantra. Diksha Guru will be explaining about Sambandha. That is not I am asking. Divya Gnanam. By serving Guru, what happens? Mercy. What is the use of that mercy? Guru Prasad is, what is the use of Guru Prasad? Hey Baba, Drashraddha is Drashraddha he already got. And that's why he is serving Guru faithfully. That means Krishnanusilanam, Anyabhilasha Sunyam Gnana Karma Dhanavrutam Anukulen Krishnanusilan. There Krishna Anusilanam means Krishna or Guru. What he will do? No. If you serve Guru, by that Guru's mercy, what is going to happen? Guru's role is what? Guru Prasad. What is the need of the mercy of Guru? Kagare. 5, 6, 7. वो नहीं, वो अलग है. क्या बोल रहे हैं? ये भक्ति संदर्भ ढूंढते जिंदगी. Bhagavad Shastropadarishtrunam, Bhagavan Mantropadarishtrunam, Va Sri Guru Charananam, Nityameva Visheshta Sevam Kuryat. You should do regularly service to the Guru. Tat Prasadaha, that means Guru's mercy. He Swaswa Nana Pratikara Dustyaja Anardhanau Parama Bhagavat Prasadau Cha Moolam. What is the role of Guru Prasad? Tat Prasad means, Tat means Gurus. Prasadaha means mercy. What is the role of Guru Prasad, mercy of the Guru? Moolam means is a reason, is a root. Root for what? Swaswa nana pratikara. Swaswa nana pratikara dustyaja anardha hanav. Nana pratikara dustyaja anardha hanav. That means anardhas which you cannot destroy by yourself. So in destruction, such anardhas can be destroyed by mercy of Guru. And also Parama Bhagavat Prasada Siddho. And Krishna's mercy comes through Guru's mercy. Yeah. Those anardhas which you cannot overcome by yourself, those things can be destroyed by Guru's mercy. Some people may be stuck in a loop actually. That means he is so offensive, because of that he is not getting any taste to do bhajan. And further he is going in that loop. He is feeling more and more to do offenses. And no interest to do any bhajan. Because to remove that offensive mentality, he should do bhajan. But because of his offenses, he is not getting any interest to do bhajan. So because that is that kind of anardhas are very, very dangerous. That means they keep you in a loop. That will be reducing your taste for the bhajan, so that actually by doing bhajan, your anardhas will be destroyed. But now you became victim, actually. You became victim of those anardhas and not able to do any bhajan. And then what will happen? Day by day he is going down actually. And more he will lose the taste, and rapidly, and he will become, because of that he is becoming more and more offensive also. Offensive mentality lead to more and more offenses, and also no taste for the holy name. Then after that few months or few years, what will happen? Akashat patitam toyam sagaram prati gacchati, gaya kaam se. Out. Like that we see most of the people, because so swa prati nana pratikara dustyaja anardha hanav. They are not able to destroy those anardhas. Then what is the remedial process for this? Guru Prasadaha. Guru's mercy will definitely save them actually. If they serve Guru, holy name taste they may not have. But if they go and do service whatever Guru said, then they will revive back. They can overcome those anardhas. That's why serving Krishna may be difficult, chanting holy names all the time, but serving Guru is quite easy. Yes. So, because he is there, he is in front of you, and you can go and serve. And by his mercy, one can easily cross. So this is the, yeah. Here, see, Bhagavad Shastra Upadeshtrunam, Bhagavad Mantra Upadeshtrunam va Sri Guru Charananam Nityameva Visheshta Sevam Kuryat. So that means, so the service of your Mantra Upadeshta or otherwise Shastra Upadeshta. And whatever service he gives, whatever pleases them, that you should do. They will see the person how much how much he is in fallen. Based upon that, they will give the instructions, so that he can be lifted. He can be lifted back. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also says, Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasad. Same Jiva Goswami is also writing same. Jiva Goswami wrote, and from this Vishwanath write, because Jiva Goswami is before. So Parama Bhagavad Prasada, Prasada Siddho. Lord's mercy also comes from Guru's mercy. So the spiritual master is not inclined to disclose all secrets of transcendental science unless the disciple is very submissive and devoted. As stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the process of receiving knowledge from the spiritual master entails submission, inquiry and service. Tadvidya pranipatena pariprasena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnaninaha tattvadarshina. Gnaninas tattvadarshina. So submissiveness, inquiry and service. These are all very important. So see, these principles are all the time true. Even in the Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga or Satya Yuga or any Yuga. Kali Yuga में नया नया कुछ नहीं आता है. ऐसे नहीं हम holy name ले लेंगे हो जाएगा, कुछ नहीं. So these principles has to be followed any time. Then only result will be there. Every time. Next, Maitreya Uvacha. Angoshvamedam rajarshir ajahara mahakratum nana jigmur devatas tasmin nahuta brahmavadibi.
Shri Maitreya replied, My dear Vidura, one of the great king Anga arranged to perform the great sacrifice known as Ashwamedha. All the experts Brahmanas present knew how to invite the demigods, but in spite of their efforts, no demigods participated or appeared in that sacrifice.
Yeah. So Maitreya started saying, Maitreya Uvacha. As per inquiry of Vidura, Maitreya started explaining how Venu took birth. So one time Anga arranged a yajna, Ashwamedha yajna. But no demigods reached to that yajna to take their oblations. See, but a Vedic sacrifice is not an ordinary performance. The demigods used to participate in such sacrifices. And the animals sacrificed in such a performance were reincarnated with new life. In this age of Kali, there are no powerful Brahmanas who can invite the demigods or give renowned life to animals. Formerly, the Brahmanas, well conversant in the Vedic mantras, could show the potency of the mantras, but in this age, because there are no such Brahmanas, all such sacrifices are forbidden. So, using mantras actually one can make alive of the animals which were sacrificed in that yajna. That much potency was there in Brahmanas and their recitation of mantras. But in the Kali Yuga, no such a Brahmanas. That's why this Krishna conscious movement is started to create such a Brahmanas in future. Yeah, by using mantras they can produce fire. All such sacrifices are forbidden. Kali Yuga also will happen this in this Swarna Yuga. Why not? If we chant, nothing is going to happen. जो जल रहे वो भी बुझ जाएगा. उरी पापी करके. The sacrifice in which horses were offered were called Ashwamedha. Sometimes cows were sacrificed Gavalambha. Not for eating purpose, but to give them new life in order to show the potency of the mantra. But actually that means Brahmanas, they used to check the potency of the mantras using this process. But there is no need to check potency of the Vaishnava mantras. In Shastra it is given that you don't need to check whether Vaishnava mantras are working or not. But those are all mantras which are there in the Karma Kanda, so those mantras has to be checked. That means yajna is like a laboratory actually. And they used to check the potency of the mantras. So, But in this case, so Vaishnava mantras, Harinam. Harinam is also mantra. But you don't need to check that. Just with full faith one should chant. There is an instruction of Shastra. In this age, therefore, the only practical yajna is Sankirtan yajna or chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So 24 hours a day. How many hours? 24 hours. Why Prabhupada gives always this? Because we have to do pure devotion. That is a saying of 24 hours a day is equal to what? Pure devotion. Huh? Pure devotion means 24 hours. If that is not done for 24 hours, then that is not pure devotion. That is Misra. Any one limb out of 64 you can take and do for 24 hours. Best one is Hare Nama Anukirtanam. Anukirtanam. Chanting is most prominent limb actually. So 24 hours a day is not an easy statement. What is there in Prabhupada's mind actually while writing this word? 24 hours a day. He is remembering Anyabhilasha Sunyam and everything. The meaning of Anyabhilasha Sunyam is doing direct devotion 24 hours a day for pleasure of Krishna. So what is that direct devotion? Chanting. Chanting. Here chanting. You can do any others also, but recommended is chanting. Because this is Kali Yuga. Kya?
Life, when you say, that is, the cow used to get a human form or a cow, like...
Cow. Cow will get cow form.
The cow becomes a cow.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know much about those Vedic mantras. Maybe they may get human form also. Yeah, they are different. Karma Kanda mantras you should recite as it is. Even if there is a small syllable is not pronounced properly, there will be pratyavaya actually. Not only the result will not come, but reaction also will get. But in the case of Vaishnava mantras, even if you are not able to utter the syllable properly, but still it is considered as uttered. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Lama, Lama if you say, instead of Ra, chalega. Or Krishna, Krishna, whatever you say, chalega. This is only in Kali Yuga, especially. So this Vaishnava mantras, not only Kali Yuga, any time. Vaishnava mantras have this privilege actually. They somehow or other, even if you approximately if you utter that syllable also is okay, considered. Even 2 letters in that mantra also if you utter, then that is counted actually.
Sometimes it is said, pronounce nicely, chant nicely. So,
that is to remove kadaryata. Otherwise, day by day, और नीचे जाएगा. But it's not. But someone is not able to pronounce, like Chinese. They have difficulty to pronounce some letters, syllables. It's impossible for them to bring out that voice, that sound. But you cannot say that now they are not chanting. No. So even if they put endeavor, they cannot do. So, but chalega. तमूचुर्विस्मितास्तत्र यजमानमतर्त्विजः हविंषि हूयमानानि नते गृह्णन्ति देवता.
the priest engaged in the sacrifice, then informed King Anga, O king, we are properly offering the classified buttered clarified butter in the sacrifice. But despite all our efforts, the demigods do not accept it.
Yeah. One thing actually, when I was saying Shravana Guru, Siksha Guru, and Diksha Guru, all these types of gurus I said from Bhakti Sandarbha. It's not my whimsical. And also association, initial small ruchi or shraddha, then after that making one of the sadhu as guru and hearing from him more and doing shravanam, then after that mananam, is everything. This procedure also explained by Jiva Goswami. This process is valid in the Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, any Yuga. So that's why I didn't say, and that is same thing we see in now also. Same thing happens. Same way we make devotees. So that's why the procedure is given by him, and if you want to know, so I discussed these things in Guru Prakaraha. What is, there are two types of chances are there, Vichara Pradhana Bhaktas and Ruchi Pradhana Bhaktas. Which are, most of the people are Vichara Pradhana only. So few maybe Ruchi Pradhana Bhaktas, they get initial by association, they get the such a ruchi, because of their mercy they get such a ruchi, so they want to hear Krishna Katha 24 hours. And that kind of Shraddha, that means I want to hear Krishna Katha 24 hours, that kind of Shraddha if they get, so they can directly now enter into the pure devotion. Instead of knowing any, so they, for them automatically there is no need to know about who is Supreme Personality of, that means why Krishna only Supreme Personality of Godhead. So such a things are not necessary actually. But रुचि माने आधा घंटा 2 घंटा का रुचि नहीं. रुचि में आधे वो भी 10 दिन में एक बार आ गया रुचि, वो रुचि नहीं. 24 hours का रुचि. So that's why, do you find such a ruchi people in your preaching? Did you find like that? No, it will not be. And that Ruchi Pradhana Bhaktas also, after entering into that pure devotion, they mix Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti along with Raganuga Bhakti. They should do Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti as per Shastra. Shruti Smriti Purana Adi Pancharatar Vidim Vina Hare Raikantiki Bhaktir Utpata Eva Kalpete. So they do follow mix of the Vaidhi and Raganuga Bhakti. Vaidhi Sadhana and Raganuga Bhakti. That's recommended actually. Raganu Sadhakas are recommended actually to do Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti initially. Anyway, we'll see that later. So this is the procedure actually. Vichara Pradhanas mostly. That's why Drashraddha is our target. Drashraddha one should get. Strong faith. So now in this sloka what is said? The priest engaged in the sacrifice then informed King Anga, O king, we are properly offered the clarified butter in the sacrifice, but despite of all our efforts, the demigods don't accept it. Kya samasya kya? Let us see. Rajan havimsha dushtani sraddhaya sadhitani te chandamsyayata yamani yojitani dhrutavratai.
Failures to perform the sacrifice is well collected by you with great faith and care and is not polluted. Our chanting of the Vedic hymns is also not deficient in any way. For all the Brahmanas and the priests present here are expert and are executing the performances properly.
Yeah. Everything is okay. Paraphlenia, Brahmanas also chanting nicely. Everything is fine. Then why demigods didn't come? So it is the practice of the Brahmanas conversant with the science of pronounce a Vedic mantra in the right accent. It means Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. Anuswara, Anuswara, Ananuswara. Anunasika, Ananunasika, Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. If you take letter A, that means syllable A, how many types it will be as per the Vedic mantras? 18 types. What are those? First is A, Hrasva, Dirgha, Pluta. Now take Hrasva, it is once again 3 types, Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. And once again, each one, Udatta is also 2 types, Anunasika, Ananunasika. Then how many types? So 3 into 2. 3 into 3. 9 into 2. 9 into 2, 19. 18 types. That means one A will be 18 types. In our day-to-day language, how many types A we pronounce? 2. Hrasva and Dirgha. In our normal pronunciation, normal Sanskrit, normal day-to-day life. But in the Vedic mantras, it will be 18 types, and pronunciation is also 18 ways you should pronounce. That means that much precision you should maintain. So if it is Anudatta, Pluta, otherwise it is a Pluta Akara with Udatta and Anunasika, like that only you should pronounce. If you pronounce that in another way, then result will be different, like in the case of Uttarasar. Acha. Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. So, Anunasika, Ananunasika. Actually, if you take Akara A, Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kanta. That means Kanta is the origin for the Akuha Visarjaniyanam. Akara, Ku means Kaka Gaga Nga. That means these 5. Ku is known as Ku. Akuha Visarjaniyanam means Visarga. So these are all produced from where? From Kanta, actually. So first Akara should be produced from Kanta, and if it is Pluta, actually, and it is a Pluta means, then you should pronounce that for so 3 matras. If it is Hrasva, 1 matra time you should take, and it is Dirgha, 2 matras. How to know 1 matra, 2 matra, 3 matra? So example is what is that? You know our cock, they early morning they do, na? From village, anyone know that? Yeah. So cock, how they pronounce? How they make how it makes sound? Coo, like that. Coo, like that. That means 1 matra, 2 matra, 3 matra. You should imitate like that. If you don't know what is Rasva, Dirgha, Pluta, you should learn from cock. So, if it is Akara, Dirgha, Akara, and also Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita. Udatta means you should use, Anudatta means you should use the lower part of your throat. And if it is the Udatta means higher part. And Swarita means both you should use. Lower and higher part of because wherever it is produced, that means it is produced from Kanta. And from lower Kanta, if it comes this Akara, then that is Anudatta. And if it is coming from the upper part of the Kanta, then it is Udatta. And if it is want to be Sarita, then it should be produced from upper and lower. And Hrasva means it should be only for 1 matra. And Anunasika means it should also use nose. Okay? Very difficult, actually. It will discipline the people, actually. Those people who learn Vedic mantras in their early life, they are very disciplined and their brain will flourish like anything. Actually, engineers, they use most of their brain, or the traditional scholars. Traditional scholars, they use most of their brain. Engineers, nothing. IITians भी कुछ नहीं, actually. जब जाके देखो, जब शास्त्र पढ़ेंगे तब पता चल रहा है, कुछ नहीं. I know engineering also. I have studied Shastra some extent, not fully. I know very little Shastra. So then, yeah, that's the way to pronounce various Varnas. And these karma kanda, the mantras in karma kanda, they has to be pronounced as it is. Otherwise there will be pratyavaya, reaction will be there. Brahman also will go and Yajman also will go. And nowadays they are doing yajnas. How much reaction they are getting, we don't know. So-called yajnas. Our devotees, they do nursing yajna, all these are all, they invite our acharyas. They are not from Karma Kanda actually. Using their Vaishnava mantras and simple they do. Yeah. Jyotisha is not Karma Kanda. Jyotisha is a I. So it's a Vedanga. So you can know what is going to happen in your life based upon your prarabdha karma. So that can be calculated. Your prarabdha karma can be calculated by using your birth chart. What time you took birth and at that time what is the position of the planets. Based upon this position, you can easily know what is your nature, what was your past, and what is going to happen in your future. Not bad actually. So, but we are aspirant of pure devotion. So try to increase our Shraddha and try to become Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. But it is not bad. Instead of going for the Devatas, if you go for Krishna, it's good. But if you become addicted to get the using these Vaishnava mantras to get the material results, so as aspirant of pure devotion, you have to check this. So that's why you cannot expect that everyone to become a pure devotee in the next day when you meet him. है ना? बन जाएंगे? नहीं है ना? Let them do what is their problem. But you should remind them this is not pure devotion. They should always be in association of pure devotees. But now they are getting so much pain of this prarabdha, and if they want relief, let them use. What is the problem? We are using so-called science and technology and everything. And what is wrong if we use the Vaishnava mantras? But those didn't develop such a strong faith. But you should, your duty also to guide them to become pure devotees. And when they come to the pure devotion, then they should not do that. When they come to the pure devotion, they should maintain anyabhilasha sunyam, and they should leave all the karmakanda attitude actually. Satisfying Pitru Devatas, demigods, this thing they should leave. And looking for the horoscope, no. Once you renounced everything and you submitted yourself for Krishna, then your faith should be on Krishna, not on the other than Krishna. No, directly on Krishna only. Otherwise it is a drawback actually in our pure devotion. So that's why in the Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, in our chart, so we don't go for here. We don't go for Karmakanda here. Anything we want, we will dependent on Krishna. Till the time what? Drashraddha. So after that, Drashraddha, Anyabhilasha Sunyam. Drashraddha means, you got Drashraddha means what? You are not desiring anything else. Anyabhilasha Sunyam. And also your bhakti, your Krishnanusilam is Gnana Karmadi Anavrita Krishnanusilam. Your bhakti, your Krishnanusilam means is not covered by the karma and gnana. That means what? You are doing direct devotion. See, we have to see the activity by activity. Someone is doing the farming and he is asking Hari, so my dear Hari, please give nice yield so that I can sustain my family. Okay, that thing is different one. Okay, now making direct devotional activity as a business, that's different actually. We don't allow that. Not vikarma, that is so kanashalobaha. For earning kana means food, grains. If we do like this, then that is wrong actually. That's directly you are making Bhagavad Katha as a business. So that's why we have to see the activity by activity. If they got pain, material, they want material relief, now they are feeling hungry, their family members are feeling hungry, and now they are doing karma and they are approaching Vishnu to give the result of their karma. That's okay. So that's why Dayavarnashrama is an area we have to explore and work it on it. Our community, we should make our own rules. We have to make a proper systems actually. It's a still very kacha area hai ye to. Varnashrama curriculum, I just made it actually. To be in that city, in that society, what subjects we should learn, how much Jyotisha we should learn, how much we should learn Vastu, and so on so. Other sciences. So agriculture, what kind of practices we should follow, which are not against to our goal, that is entering into pure devotion. So such a practices we should. So it's a thoughtfully we should design this system. Huh? Yeah. So we have to, first of all, let us see, come together and people, so with the spirit of entering into pure devotion, so people should mutually accept the things based upon the Shastra. So practices. Now agriculture, if you do, you cannot use the fish or the some kind of, they use flesh actually, some kind of waste materials from the butcher shops. So they can bring and they can make manure and they can use. Some people they use that as a manure. But in our practice we don't use. So that's why we have to see as a aspirant of pure devotion, what kind of practices should be done, what kind of consciousness is allowed. Okay. Then we can see the loopholes also. Then how to rectify that loopholes. And this is the Prabhupada wanted actually, through Varnashrama college. When you start doing things, and then we will keep on progressing and trying to come to the system, proper system. In due course of time, it may take few years or few decades or centuries. But if you leave karmis, that means making the devotees, and that means you are giving the seed of devotion, and if you leave them like that in that karmis association, एक छोटा सा जैसा ऐसा है ना, व्हाट इज दैट, डीर का बच्चा को ले जाके शेरों के बीच में रख दिया, क्या होगा? हिरण का बच्चा को शेरों के बीच में रखेंगे, क्या होगा? खा जाएंगे एक जल्दी। वैसे ही किसी को भक्त बना के और नॉन डिवोटीज के बीच में रखेंगे तो वो लोग क्या करेंगे? खा जाएंगे पूरा की पूरा उसको, भक्ति को और उनको। Okay. So in this age, the Brahmanas are neither well versed in the Sanskrit language nor very pure in practical life. Ajkal Brahmanas, so-called caste Brahmana, mostly we see so-called Varnashram system based upon caste, actually birth. But that is not proper system actually. It is a degraded system. So original system means we have to see the quality, and so guna karma, based upon the quality, varna should be given. But by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can attain the highest benefit of sacrificial performance, even if the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not chanted properly. So that is the Vaishnava mantras have this kind of glory. Karmakanda mantras has to be chanted as it is, otherwise there is no result, and on top of that there is a pratyavaya, reactions. But in the Vaishnava mantras, even if you chant it, that mantra not properly, and also no shraddha, shraddhaya helaya. So even So Sanketyam Parihasyam Va. That means anyway if you pronounce it, without whatever consciousness you might be having. So, but it is going to give result. So such activity is known as direct devotion. Chanting and circumambulating and hearing holy name. These are all direct devotions. Because even if you do consciously also, if it is going to give result, then that is known as the direct devotion or Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. That itself, by Sarupa itself is Bhakti. So, but to do direct devotion can be done by anyone. To do direct devotion, there is no need of any Shraddha also. But to do pure devotion, what is needed? Shraddha is needed. There is Shraddha. Otherwise, you cannot do direct devotional activities for 24 hours. For doing bhakti, there is no need of any kind of Shraddha. But for doing pure devotion, Shraddha is needed. Yes? Is clear for everyone? Sadhu? Is clear, no? Huh? For doing devotion, there is no need of Shraddha or any qualification. Even a dog can do devotion. Yes or no? Devotional activity, hearing holy name. So if dog is hearing kirtan, is it doing devotion or not? Yes or no? That means for doing devotion, is there any qualification is needed? No. But for doing pure devotion, qualification is needed or not? Yeah, that is the point. Shraddhavan only can do, Shraddhavan only can do pure devotion. People here, they do mistake actually. अरे भक्ति करने के लिए क्या है? कुछ भी हो कर सकते हैं. भक्ति तो कोई भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसा बोलते हैं. और वो लोग क्या करते हैं? People what they do? They mix up bhakti and शुद्ध भक्ति. भक्ति तो कभी भी कर सकते हैं, और कॉर्पोरेट में भी रहकर कर सकते हैं. हम लोग, हम कहीं भी रहकर कर सकते हैं. ये सब क्या है? आप ये सब बोलते दैव वर्णाश्रम, ये वर्णाश्रम, पालतू दिमाग खराब, ये सब बोलते हैं, है ना? Bhakti can be done anywhere, even a dog can do. Arey, what you know about bhakti? Tell me. माइक लेके बोलो.
प्रभुजी, इसमें बहुत सारे भक्त ऐसे बोलते हैं असली में भक्ति तो शुद्ध भक्ति होती है.
हाँ, भक्ति तो शुद्ध ही होती है.
या फिर शुद्ध भक्ति को ही भक्ति बोलना चाहिए, बाकी तो वो भक्ति नहीं है. फिर
तब तो कोई भक्त नहीं है.
अल्टीमेटली वो यही कंक्लूजन पे निकलते हैं कि एक्चुअल में कोई भी ये भक्त नहीं है, मतलब जो हमारे साथ रहते हैं, तो हमको सेवा इनकी नहीं करनी चाहिए, हमको शुद्ध भक्त की ही सेवा करनी चाहिए, क्योंकि भक्ति असल में शुद्ध भक्ति ही होती है. तो दे कंक्लूड लाइक दिस, व्हाई शुड we should only follow pure devotees.
So that's why they are leaving this place, still staying and eating.
Yes.
They don't live, they
What?
criticize.
They criticize and they are leaving or not?
They are like rebels, Prabhuji, in institution.
Huh?
They don't live.
Rebellious.
They are not leaving and eating, and why they are commenting like this? Here the point is, see, we are all aspirants of pure devotion. We are all now what? Aspirants of pure devotion. But we are not pure devotees, but we are trying to become pure devotee by getting the qualification to do pure devotion. What is that? Dhrida Shraddha, firm faith. We want to surrender fully to Krishna. We are trying to become that. And that's why we are together, and we are trying to time, we are trying to get the association of pure devotees who can rise up. And we are trying to protect our whatever existing little faith by being in association of devotees, friends, our devotee friends. So we are taking positively. Actually, we are not pure devotees, we are also saying. But we are not rejecting anyone. Actually, we are trying to. So how to become pure devotee, how to get that qualification, how to increase our faith by studying regularly Bhakti Shastras deeply, scrutinizingly. And is there any misunderstandings I have till now in my understanding? Let me clarify that from sisters. This is our spirit actually. With sister persons we are, yes. So here devotion means pure devotion, that's true. That is, we are aspiring. And we are all not we are not devotees and we are not doing any devotion, then why we have to serve? Then why you want to eat? Then that is not right. Then you want to eat their food, then why you are eating? Then go away. So we are also accepting we are not pure devotees, but we are trying actually. So now what my point is, bhakti means any bhakti activity I am saying, simple bhakti activity, like chanting holy name is bhakti or not? Yes, hearing holy name is bhakti or not? To do this there is no need of any qualification. But to do pure devotion, there is a performer need qualification. So what is pure devotion and devotion? Difference, what is that? Any activity, hearing, chanting is devotional activity. But pure devotion is 24 hours doing direct devotion. So to do that, he needs qualification. That person should be fulfilling the criteria of anyabhilashita sunyam. That means he should not have any kind of desires. And gnana karma adi anavrita krishnanusilanam he should do. That whatever his devotion, that should not be covered with karma or the gnana. That means he should not mix karma and gnana with that. So that who will get that kind of understanding? Who can fulfill the criteria of the anyabhilasha sunyam? Those hear shastra thoroughly. Shastre yukti cha nipunaha. Druda nischaya. Whoever is having druda nischayata towards bhakti, such a person. That means he should be nipunaha. So to bring that kind of qualification in you, so you have to work hard to learn shastras. Otherwise it will not come like that. Akash se utar ke nahi aate. By pure devotees association you get kripa. By that kripa mangalodayam happened. Mangal to ho gaya, lekin aapko kaam karna hai. What is that? Studying scriptures, bhakti shastras, and get that qualification. So the symptom of that qualification is what? Drashraddha's symptom is full surrender. So qualification is full surrender. Sorry. Okay.
Prabhuji, one more point regarding this is, we say like we are not pure devotees, but whatever we are performing, it is pure devotional service.
Pure devotional service is one activity, is not pure devotional service. That person, you should take with reference to the person. Shraddhavan will do pure devotion. Anyabhilashita sunyam should be where? In the person. Person heart should be free from the desires. Person's heart should be in that heart, whatever devotion is there, that should not be covered by the karma and jnana. That means he should not feel importance of karma and jnana for doing bhakti. That kind of consciousness is needed. Then that performer's devotion is known as pure devotion, not the activity. So that's why Shraddhavan will do. All the time you can see Shraddhaluhu, Shraddhavan like that in the Shastra. The Jata Shraddha, that one who got Shraddha, he will do devotion. So like that. Shraddha is not the qualification of bhakti. Shraddha is the qualification of performer. So who is having Shraddha, that person will do pure devotion. But any devotional activity can be done by anyone. And if this performer is doing devotion, that means direct devotional he is doing, but to kill someone he is doing, 24 hours he is doing direct devotion to kill someone, then that bhakti is known as tamasi bhakti. That means bhakti becoming tamasa? No, bhakti is always transcendental only. But now if you take a crystal and if you keep a red color cloth near to that, then this crystal, how it appears? Reddish. Similarly, bhakti is like crystal, always pure, but when it is in that heart, killing someone, that kind of thought is there. And also in that same heart, bhakti is there. Then this bhakti is now tainted with tamas. That's why it is known as tamasi bhakti. Bhakti, nobody will make bhakti is tamasi. But here it is tainted actually that. It's reflected in that. In the heart. In the heart of the performer. That is tamasi bhakti. Okay, next. Navidameha devanam helanam vayamanvapi yanna gruhnanti bhagan swan ye deva karma sakshina.
Dear King, we do not find any reason that the demigods should feel insulted or neglected in any way, but still the demigods who are witnesses for the sacrifice do not accept their shares. We do not know why this is so.
We also don't know. It indicated herein that if there is negligence on the part of the priest, the demigods don't accept their share in sacrifice. Similarly, in the devotional service, there are offenses known as seva parad. Those who are engaged in worshipping deity Radha and Krishna in the temple should avoid such offenses in service. Temple. घर में नए नए लोगों फोटो रख के थोड़ा करने के लिए प्रयास करते हैं, उनका थोड़ा सा एक्सक्यूज है. Okay. But in the temple, that means temple worship, who can do? Pancharatrik vidhi, according to Pancharatrik vidhi, who are getting mantra, diksha, those person only can worship in temple. This our temple worship is according to Pancharatra vidhi. You should remember, to do that you must get so diksha, second initiation. Diksha means not first initiation. So should avoid such offenses in service. The offenses in service are described in the nectar of devotion. We have seen big list actually. If you simply make a show of offering services to the deity but don't care for the seva prad, certainly the Radha Krishna deity will not accept offering from such a non-devotees. I want to share something in this regard. Patram pushvam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahrutam asnami prayatatmana. Here in this, how many times bhaktya came? 3. Kaha 3? कुछ भी बोल देते बस. अच्छा लगा 3. मुझे डाउट लगा एक्चुअली, सच में 3 कहाँ है? इतना कॉन्फिडेंटली बोलने लगे. अरे 3 बार कहाँ है एक्चुअली, मैं देख रहा. ओके. Bhaktya and Bhaktya, 2 times it came. So here, there is a significance is there, the word Bhaktya actually. Here, if you see the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Atra Bhaktya iti karanam trityayam bhaktyupahrutam iti paunaruktyam syat. Ataha saharthe tritiya bhaktya sahita madbhakta ityardaha. So, bhakti se भगवान को फल-फूल भक्ति से भगवान को भक्ति से समर्पित करना है. ऐसा 2 बार भक्ति से करके नहीं लेना चाहिए. एक पहले भक्तिया मैंने भक्ति से, ये भक्ति से किसके पास साथ जाएगा? परफॉर्मर के साथ जाएगा. पहले वाला भक्ति माने भक्ति से फल फूल को भक्ति से ऑफर करना चाहिए. माने व्यक्ति भक्ति से फल फूल को भगवान को भक्ति से ऑफर करना है। माने वो व्यक्ति के पास क्या होना चाहिए? भक्ति होना चाहिए। माने जो इसीलिए माने भक्ति रहने वाला व्यक्ति ही ऑफर करना चाहिए। इसकी अर्थ ये है, सो लॉर्ड इज गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट दोज पीपल्स flower, water, whatever fruit. So whose fruit he will accept? Whoever is having bhakti. So that means someone, he is not a devotee and just, so you he came to your base, started coming. Hey, you became lazy and you said, hey Prabhu, you just offer that fruits or that bhoga. So Lord, that means he's मुश्किल से एक राउंड जप कर रहे हैं, 2 राउंड कर रहे हैं. Lord will take him from him? No, he will not take. क्योंकि सोसी अत्र सहार्द्य तृतीया भक्त्या सहित मद्भक्ता इत्यर्थः. That means Lord's devotee, his devotees. That means all the time whoever is doing devotion, such a person should accept. ऐसा कोई ऐसा दारू नहीं, बहुत मैंने भगवान की अतिरिक्त चीज़ों को बहुत मज़ा लेते रहते हैं, एंजॉय करते रहते हैं. और ऐसा व्यक्ति आके अभी भगवान आप खाओ बोलते तो भगवान खाएगा क्या? है, आई डोंट वांट टू ईट. कौन है तुम? मेरा क्या होते तुम? अब आपको भी कोई ऐसा आलतू फालतू लोग देंगे तो लेंगे क्या? नहीं. आप कौन है मेरे लिए? हम क्यों ले रहे हैं आपसे? भगवान का भी ऐसा ही फीलिंग है. Lord also is having same feeling. He should be a devotee. Mad bhaktaha. So, offering who should do? Whoever is serious in that, he has to do. Serious person he has to. Because offering food is not an easy thing to the Lord. It's the biggest activity. Cooking also should be done with devotee, devotion whoever is having. Both. Both. Both actually. Huh? And actually, to be frank, actually, we are not following standards. That's why we are not getting any happiness, actually, even after preaching so much. Fact is fact. You should accept fact. कितना पानी मिलाते जाएंगे दूध में, उतना टेस्ट खत्म होते जाएगा. जितना पानी मिलाएंगे उतना टेस्ट जाएगा. अब पूरे नाम के ऊपर से बोलेंगे हम इतना है तो कोई बोल दो कोई. Fact is fact. Principles cannot be watered down actually. So process may be watered down and you may get external results. And you cannot justify that kind of practices also with the devotional principles. No. We can't support like that. You have to raise your practice level to the standard of the Shastra. You cannot bring the meanings of Shastra as per, so to convince or to support your practices. No. People, they do like that. They try to pamper and they try to, so yeah, reduce the meaning of Shastra to justify their activities are right and nice. That kind of the transparency is needed actually. Transparency to accept the right philosophy as it is and try to change. Try to change and try to sincerely endeavoring should be there. Then there is a progress. Justifying our practices by reducing the meaning of this sloka or this Shastra, that's not good. So here clearly Lord is saying that bhaktya sahitaha, that means mad bhaktaha ityartaha. My devotees should offer the flower fruit. My devotees. That means whoever is very serious in devotion. Best is pure devotee. Tena mad bhakta binnaha janaha तात्कालिक्या भक्त्या यत् प्रयच्छति. That means here clearly Vishwanath is writing tena madbhakta binnaha. That means whoever is not my devotee. So janaha, that means person, tatkalikya bhaktya, that means with a temporary devotion, yat prayachiti, whatever he gives, tat, that one, tena upahrutam, whatever is given by him, pushpadikam, patra pushpadikam, that means flower, fruit, na eva ashnami. I will not eat. Not accept, he will accept, but he will not eat. Accept कर लेंगे, लेकिन उसको आकर साइड में रख देंगे और कहा तुमको ये चाहिए तो ले लो, वो फेंक देंगे उसकी चारा पर, लेकिन वो खाएंगे नहीं, उधर रहेगा. अब देखो आप भी कभी कभी फल फूल लेते हैं और किसी को इतना अच्छा नहीं तो दे दिया, उनको जो दे दिया बस उधर रख दिया, सड़ गया फेंक दिया, बस ऐसे ही होता है. नहीं आपकी इच्छा नहीं उनका, क्योंकि प्रेम से नहीं दिया है, हम क्यों लेंगे, खाएंगे नहीं. हाँ हाँ, Guru also follow Krishna. Guru will follow the same instruction what Krishna is saying. सब कुछ गुरु पर तोप दो और बस हम जो मनमानी कर दो. नहीं, Guru is there to discipline us actually. Standard is that. Photo जोटो जो भी है सब भगवान ही है. Everything is Lord Himself. So even if you write a name, so Krishna on a paper, and if you keep there, that is equal to Krishna. It will come in the 11th canto. Offer. He will take. But the point is here, so tatkalikya bhaktya, with some temporary devotion, even if you offer. No. Tad na eva asnami. Here, na grihnami, na, he is not saying. Na asnami. ऐसे थाली में रखा ऐसा नहीं कि सब कुछ आप खा रहे हैं. तो वैसा ही सब आपको जो दिया सब कुछ आप खाएंगे क्या, ऐसा जरूरत नहीं. भगवान भी ले लिया तो भी इसका अर्थ नहीं कि वो खा लिया. ततश्च मद्भक्तः एव पत्रादिकं यद् ददाति तत् तस्य अहम अस्नामि यथोचितम उपयुञ्जे. That means madbhakta, my devotee, whatever he gives, that I will eat. That too यथोचितम, whatever, that means जो उचित है वही खाऊंगा मैं. भक्त देने के बाद भी उनके लिए जो उचित है वही खाएंगे वो. ये कैसा है, ये उचित क्या है, कीदृशम, किस प्रकार की उचित है. तो बोला जा रहा है भक्त्या अपहृतम न तो कस्यचित अनुरोधादिना दत्तम इत्यर्थः. That means he is my devotee and also he should give with devotion that item, then only I will eat. Devotee devotion से देना है, वो डिवोटी होना चाहिए. और ऐसा एक डिवोटी होकर अभी वो ऐसे कुछ अनुरोध से, अरे इसलिए अभी कुछ एक रूल है भगवान को देना इसीलिए दे रहा हूं, ऑफर कर रहा हूं, तब नहीं खाएंगे. कैसा है, प्रेम से ऑफर करना है. डिवोटी भी प्रेम से ऑफर करना है. उनका डिमांड देखिए, मम्मी दिया तो नहीं खाएगा वो, मम्मी प्यार से देंगे तभी खाऊंगा. बच्चा बोलते हैं या नहीं, ऐसा मार के खाओ, नहीं खाएगा तो कमजोर पड़ जाएगा, खाओ, ऐसा करके जबरदस्ती बोलते खाएगा वो, नहीं खाऊंगा मैं. भगवान भी ऐसे, मम्मी है लेकिन नहीं. सो भक्त भक्ति से देना है, इधर अर्थ यही हो गया. किंचा मद भक्तस्य अपि अपवित्र शरीरत्वे सति नाशनामी. भगवान का भक्त है लेकिन अभी अपवित्र शरीर से जाकर इसे ऑफर तो करना है, लेकिन अपवित्र है और उस शरीर से ले जाकर उधर रख दिया, नहीं खाऊंगा. क्योंकि आपका पास भक्ति नहीं, साफ करके आना है, नहीं आया हम नहीं खाएंगे. उनका डिमांड हुई. That means prayatatmanah suddha sarirasya iti. Rajaswaladaya vyavrittaha. That's why Rajaswala मैंने अशुद्ध शरीर से ऑफर नहीं करना चाहिए. मेरा भक्त होकर भक्ति से, मैंने किसी किसी अनुरोध से देंगे, मैंने किसी किसी जबरदस्ती कारण दे रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं. मैंने हमारा लेजीनेस को पूरा भगवान सहन नहीं करते. हटाओ, मेरे लिए सब कुछ करना है. तुम प्यार से, प्यार है तो सब कुछ करना है. ऐसा लड़की डिमांड करती है ना लड़कों को, क्यों नहीं करेगा ऐसा. ये प्यार है भगवान का, तब है. दैट मीन्स यद्वा प्रयतात्म शुद्ध अंतःकरणस्य मद्भक्तम विना न अन्यः. शुद्ध अंतःकरण इति. दैट मीन्स शुद्ध अंतःकरण से भक्त देना चाहिए. इसीलिए उधर दो भक्ति का अर्थ वही हो गया. एक भक्त होना चाहिए और एक वो भक्त भक्ति से. भक्त होकर भी कोई अशुद्ध शरीर से नहीं तो किसी अनुरोध के कारण दे रहे हैं. उनका कोई इच्छा नहीं भगवान को वो खिलाना, बस कोई दिए हैं तो इसीलिए उधर भगवान के सामने रखें, बस हो गया ऑफरिंग. नहीं, हम नहीं कहेंगे जा, और उसको ले आएंगे तो वो प्रसाद नहीं है वो अभी. So that's why if we simply make a show of offering services to the deity but not care for the seva prad, certainly seva prad nahi hai mane iska arth udhar care hai. So Prabhupada is writing same thing whatever we discussed there. Show of offering, even devotee, but he is doing show of offering, that means there is no devotion. First of all he should be devotee. Temporary bhakti wale ka koi chalta nahi hai udhar. So we should be devotee. On top of that, he should be, so with love he should offer, not show off. Certainly Radha Krishna deity will not accept offerings. Certainly means certainly from such a non-devotees. Devotees engaged in the temple worship should not, therefore, manufacture their own methods, but should strictly follow the regulatory principles of cleanliness. Okay. And then offering will be accepted. Then offering will be accepted. Maitreya uvacha. Ango dijavacha shrutva yajamana sudurmana tat prashtum vesrajatvacham sadasyas tadanugnaya.
Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of the priest, was greatly aggrieved. At that time, he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial arena.
Yeah. See, if you Prabhupada purports, he's writing in purports and also in the books very serious instructions. So initially to encourage new bhaktas, so you can see relaxed instructions, but he wanted everyone to come and to become serious actually. But in the books he always writes very seriously actually. Kuch bhi chalega aisa nahi. So, but newcomers and new people in the morning washroom conversations, you may see some light instructions, but don't, if on the same matter, if you find the one a light instruction and one serious instruction, then what you should follow? Serious instruction. हम लोगों का क्या आदत होता है? लाइट वाला फॉलो करो, मजा ले. ये ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी सही नहीं एक्चुअली. So then you should understand, you should give secondary meaning for that light instruction. Or in that place, then the circumstance that people are there. So for them it is said like that, for time being like that, that situation is like that. But we should do this only. In that way we should take. Then our movement will progress. and quality will increase. Otherwise क्या होगा, रोज का रोज गिरते जाएगा. हाँ? क्या एलिफेंट बैठ हो जाएगा. Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of priest, was greatly aggrieved. At that time, he took permission from. Till now, my Anga was in Maunavrata, silence. All they are performing yajna for devatas. They are inviting. They are chanting mantras, and no devata is coming and taking ablutions. And Anga was sitting in that, being Yajman, he was sitting silently there and participating in that yajna. So, and they said, oh, nobody, no demigod is coming, we don't know, we are uttering mantras very nicely, even Dravya is also very pure, we don't know what is the reason. So after hearing this, then Anga broke his silence. So at that time, he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial arena. What is it? Nagacchantyahutu deva nagruhnanti grahaniha sadasaspatayu bruta kima vadyam maya kritam. Chalo, pado. Pado.
King Anga addressed the priestly order. My dear priest, kindly tell me what offense I have committed. Although invited, the demigods are neither taking part in the sacrifice nor accepting their shares.
Yeah. What offense I did, he was asked. Next. Sadasaspataya uchuhu naradeveha bhavato naradeveha bhavato nagam tavan manak stitam astyekam praktanamagham yadi he druk tvam aprajaha yadi he druk.
The head priest said, O king, in this life we do not find any sinful activity, even within your mind. So you are not in the least offensive. But we can see that in your previous life you performed sinful activities due to which, in spite of your having all qualifications, you have no son.
Yeah. In this life he didn't have any sin, but in the past life he has. Anga. The purpose of marrying is to beget a son, because a son is necessary to deliver his father and forefathers from any hellish conditional life in which they may be. Actually, generally marriage purpose is getting son actually. Putra means punna manaraka trayate iti putraha. So from hellish planets, the one who delivers from hellish planets is known as putra actually. So for that sake, they go for marriage. This is just a karma kanda rules actually, this system. Those who don't know pure devotion, so at least they know that their marriage purpose is not sense gratification, but to get delivery from to go to lower planets. So delivery from lower planets. This is their understanding. So that's why marriage means one should get son. Chanakya Pandit therefore says, Putrahinam gruham sunyam. Without a son, married life is simply abominable. Without, some people they are going for marriage, but they don't want to get children. So that is also not good actually. That's not good. Then be brahmachari. Then that woman can marry another one. Hai na? If you don't want children, then why you want? Bolo? So, with a son, married life is simply, without a son, married life is abominable. It's general rule actually. Maybe one or two special conditions, maybe we can take it, but in general, people they go for marriage because, what is the main reason to go for marriage? Huh? Devotees also enjoy. Huh? Because, yes, so renounced life, who will take up? Those who are not having any desires. So those people will be taking up. So those who have desires, they go for marriage. Those who doesn't want to control their desires, then they go for marriage. They go for regulated marriage life so that they can get the regulated enjoyment. This is the purpose. But that wherever there is enjoyment, also there is responsibility. What is that? They should have children and they should pay payment by raising up them, so that society will increase. So some maza hai aur kuch saja hai. But you want maza, but there is no saja. It will not work. It will be reaction. So when you do sex, then result will be what? बच्चा निकल के आएगा और बच्चा को बढ़ाने के लिए पसीना निकल के आएगा. तब हुआ क्या हो गया? मजा इज इक्वेटेड विथ सजा. फिनिश. Balance. That means living entity got the opportunity to be in the society and he is getting chance of getting body. You are becoming instrument in that. So to become instrument in that, so you got some honey, maza. This is a system given by Brahmaji actually. So it's a deal. That's why there is a pleasure and also there is pain, responsibility. King Anga was a very pious king in this life. But because of his previous sinful activity, he couldn't get a son. So Prabhupada is concluding. It is concluded, therefore, that if a person doesn't get a son, it is due to his past sinful life. If someone is not getting son means, what is the reason? Past life sin actually. That is the reason. बोलते हैं मेरा ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, स्पर्म काउंट कम है, और सब क्यों कम हो गया? Past sin. Those are all. Doctors will find only the Adi Bhautika reasons. But doctors, they don't know Adi Daivika reasons. So Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, Adhyatmika. So they don't know Adi Daivika reasons. Why Lord and why these demigods, they are not cooperating. So that's why they want to measure all the situations using their instruments, which are made with 4 defects. Eyes, hands, legs, functionality they want to measure with the instruments. But why the hand is not working? Because on hand also there is a Devata. On eyes, on ears, everything there is a portion of Devata is residing and he is sanctioning whether this hand should work or this eye should function. So, and who is checking the Devata's approval? Which instrument is checking? इसीलिए बोलते डॉक्टर्स भी क्या है, भगवान की इच्छा होते तो ऑपरेशन सक्सेस एंड पेशेंट आल्सो अलाइव. अदरवाइज ऑपरेशन अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स ऑपरेशन इज सक्सेस, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉर्ड्स विल पेशेंट राइट. So that's why Adi Daivika reasons and past karma, who is going to see? Based upon karma only Devata sanctions. कल तक ये हैंड बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आज से काम नहीं कर रहे हैं प्रभु. क्या हुआ? अचानक क्या हुआ? कर्म खत्म, पुण्य खत्म हो गया. जिस हैंड को चलाने के लिए वॉट एवर पुण्य वाज देयर, इट इज फिनिश्ड.
After medical treatment, it gets cured. So again, Devata they give or sanction?
That's all. The sanction is there. Otherwise, operation success, result zero. How many people are getting cured after taking tablets? Very rare. What is the indicator? Increasing in medical shops and hospitals. Very few people they get. Yes, until unless there is no sanction, no.
Sin and piety, then his hand is not working because there is no account of piety, only sin is there. So by getting medicine, his account of piety increases.
By getting
the medicine, his account of piety is increasing, that's why it is functioning now.
No. his piety is there, and also why he is able to get the proper medicine, because of his karma is supporting. And that's why now that after taking the medicine also, that because of his karma supports, that's why it is working. Medicine is working. But same medicine take by the same two types of people with the same disease, but one is died and another is alive. So that's why the law of karma is very subtle actually. Very subtle and very intricate. So that's why devotee, whoever is coming to the pure devotional platform, so who surrender, he see for everything Krishna's mercy is the cause. अभी खाना पच गए तो भी भगवान का कृपा से पच गया. His view will change. Like the Brahma Bhuta stage person, he tries to see everything as one. No differences. Similarly, pure devotee, so will see in everything behind what? Krishna's mercy. And karmis, they see karma. Prahlad Maharaj, that's why he says, even medicine, if we take, it is working means because of your mercy. That's the view of a devotee. Next. Tatha sadhaya bhadram te atmanam suprajam nrupa ishtaste putra kamasya putram dhasyati yagnabhuk. O king, we wish all good fortune for you. You have no son, but if you pray at once to the Supreme Lord and ask for a son, and if you execute the sacrifice for that purpose, the enjoyer of the sacrifice, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will fulfill your desire. So now these Brahmanas, they are suggesting that, my dear Lord, you do worship or you do sacrifice for Vishnu. If he comes, then automatically these devatas also will come and take. Because he is the main bhokta of the yajna. Tatha svabhagadeyani grahishyanti divaukasaha yad yajna purusha sakshad apatyaya harirvrataha. When Hari, the supreme enjoyer of all sacrifices, is invited to fulfill your desire for son, all the demigods will come with him and take their shares in the sacrifice. Now what he is saying, these Brahmanas are saying that, so Sadaspatayaha, that means Brahmanas, who are members of that assembly. So do the yajna for Vishnu, then he will come, then for Putra, Kameshti Yaga, you do for yajna for Putra, for getting a son. Then demigods also will come and take. Whenever a sacrifice is performed, it is meant for satisfying Lord Vishnu, the enjoyer of fruits of all sacrifices. That means if they see the performer, Vishnu is the main bhokta, then he is, but he is desiring for the material result. He is still karmi, but his consciousness is raised. Karmi is also how many types? Karmi is also you can find many types. You see these levels. One is thief karmi, chor. Who is that? Stenaiva saha. So by satisfying devatas will give the rains to humans, and humans what they do? Out of that rains, whatever they produce, anna, they should give it back to demigods. And as a remnant they can eat. After giving devatas, the remnants they can eat. Then they are not, that's why every grihastha has to do how many types of yajnas? What are those? Pancha Suna, 5 types of sins to remove, 5 yajnas. What is that? Pitru, Brahma yajna, Deva yajna, Pitru yajna, Bhuta yajna, and Nru yajna. These are the 5. Deva yajna, devatas. One should worship devatas. Karmis, I am saying. So whatever they get from the devatas, they should give to the devatas, offer to the devatas. So, and if as remnants, if they take, then they are not thief. They are proper karmis. But if they eat for their own sense gratification without offering to the demigods, then he is a thief. And second is, if they give to the demigods, then he is okay. That's a demigod worshipper. And some people, they give, instead of giving to demigods, they give to Vishnu and they ask him that, Karmina, that means I should be happy and I should be getting more and more results of my karma. They are not offering to him selflessly, no. Karmis they don't offer. They are karmi means kami, means lusty. That means having full of desires. Anything they do, they will be expecting return for that. So they do offer to Vishnu and they expect something. Even they are offering demigods so that they are asking, next time also you give better rains, okay? Annad bhavanti bhutani, parjanyadanna sama. Rains are the main thing actually which can give food actually. Food comes from where? Food comes from parjanya, rains. So these are the different levels of karmis, which is said in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So if karmi knows that Vishnu is the real enjoyer of this yajna, that means he is elevated karmi actually. And from him, if he is asking whatever he wants, that's good. That's good actually. Such a person, whenever he gets the association of devotee or Gnani Sadhu, he can immediately pick up their teachings, and so because they are in the mode of goodness. And whoever is worshipping demigods, they are alpa medasaha. Their intelligence is less. And whoever is just eating for their own sense gratification, they are thief. So when Lord Vishnu comes to sacrificial arena, all demigods naturally follow their master. सब लोग सो रहे हैं अभी. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 विकेट्स डाउन हो रहे हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि अभी थोड़ा सा गर्मी भी लगने लगना इसीलिए. हाँ, ऑक्सीजन कम हो गया एक्चुअली. बहुत सही बात है एक्चुअली, ऑक्सीजन भी कम हो गया. इससे क्या हो गया कि मस्तिष्क का ऑक्सीजन आ जाने से तो पूरा ढीला हो जाते हैं, डल पड़ जाते हैं. 2-4 फैन लगाए तो अच्छा रहता है ऊपर एक्चुअली. 1947 से लगाया नहीं बोला जाता इधर. क्या है, हर बार क्यों एसी लगाना, इतना खर्चा हो जाता है एसी. तो मौसम ठंडा मौसम, थोड़ा हल्का फैन चलने से चलेगा, पता नहीं. तांस्तान कामान हरिर्दद्यात् यान यान कामयते जनः आराधितो यतैवेषा तथा पुंसां फलोदयः. The performer of the sacrifice under karmakanda activities achieves the fulfillment of the desires for which he worships the Lord. That means akama sarva kamo moksha kamo dharadi tivrena bhakti yogan ejeta purusham param. So there Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Sukadeva Goswami or Sudha Goswami? Sukadeva Goswami is saying. What he is saying? So in the 2nd canto, 3rd chapter, he is saying, na, so if you want this, you worship this demigod. If you want this fruit, then you worship this. Like that he is saying. And then finally he is saying that if you want everything, then you worship Vishnu. So in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that he awards benedictions to the worshippers according to his desire. The Supreme Personality of Godhead gives all living entities conditioned within this material world full freedom to act in their own way. But to his devotees, he says that instead of working in that way, it is better to surrender unto him. For he will take charge of devotees. So, इसमें क्या होता है? These people who are there, for them what is said? Okay, तुम जो चाहे वो करो. मात्रार्थम भवार्थम चा आत्मने कल्पनाय चा. So Lord, all the jivas are residing in the Karanodakasaya Vishnu with avidya, covered with avidya and their karma, previous karma. Out of his mercy, actually, he is giving the body. By glancing on Prakriti, all the jivas are coming out from him and they are entering into Prakriti. Then after that, so that means there is a creation process, and finally Brahmaji is giving as per their karma subtle and gross bodies to that jivas. That means he is giving ahankara, chitta, buddhi, manas, indriyas and gross body. Who is giving? Huh? Brahmaji is giving Baba. And before that, what is Jivatma's state? They are covered with avidya and karma. Okay? Avidya and karma. In the Karanodakasaya Vishnu's body, how the jivas are there? They are the subtle body or not? Absolutely wrong. They are covered with avidya and karma. That's all. Not subtle body. Subtle body came from where? From Prakriti. So they all, when the complete dissolution happens, at that time subtle and gross bodies dissolved or not? They also dissolved into Prakriti, and what they are going inside to the Karanodakasaya Vishnu? What kind of jivas? Jivas which are covered with avidya and karma. That's all. And whenever he glances, those jivas are coming back into Prakriti. And Prakriti evolves, and then from Prakriti, Mahat, and after that, Tamasika Hankara, Pancha Mahabhutas, Tanmatras, Rajasika Hankara, Pancha Gnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, and Buddhi. And from Satvika Hankara, so Manas is coming and using all these things. Then once again, ultimately, after so many events of the process, finally Brahmaji is giving to these jivas, so different bodies. So like this, jivas are given freely. Okay, take this body and do whatever you want, based upon your karma. Ja. So like this, these jivas are given freedom to do karma, which are covered with avidya, and they have karma, and they are given with subtle and gross bodies. And they are doing what? Will they see towards the Lord? Oh, I have to do devotion. Like that, will they come? Those jivas which are covered with avidya and karma and having subtle and gross bodies, that jivas, can they come automatically towards the Lord? No, impossible. So then what they need to come towards the Lord? Association. Towards, that means to turn towards the absolute truth. Even to come to the Brahman realization also, they has to get association of Gnani. So otherwise they are here. But what Lord is saying to these karmis, ja tum jo. Karmis, Lord will interfere into the karmis' life, and willingly will he do anything? No. What he says? As per your karma, whatever you should get, I will sanction that. Being a Paramatma inside you, I will do that. मेरा काम कुछ नहीं, जाओ तुम जो करना है करो. लेकिन because of fortune, actually, because of Mangalodayam, if you are able to turn towards the Lord, that is what is that Mangala? Who is cause for that Mangala? Parama Swatantra Bhagavad Bhakta Sangha Tat Krupa Jata Mangalodayena. This you all has to remember this. Parama Swatantra Bhagavad Bhakta Sangha Tat Krupa Jata Mangalodayena. Parama Swatantra Bhagavad Bhakta Sangha Tat Krupa Jata Mangalodayena. जब मंगल हो गया हमारा मंगल करने वाला कौन? वही भक्तों की कृपा. स्वतंत्र भगवत भक्त संग तत्कृपा जाता. So then this जीवात्मा turn towards the Lord. Otherwise ऐसे ही बस मस्ती करती रहते हैं बस. अभी शास्त्र सामने रखते तो भी शास्त्रों में वही समझ में आता है उनको जो मजा लेने की काम है. और विष्णु को भी कैसा देखते हैं? एक भगवान की जैसा, सुप्रीम पर्सनालिटी ऑफ गॉड, एंड माय सर्विस इज eternal to him, and that I have to do. Like that will he realize? Never. He will see him also as one of the demigod. Vishnu also. किताब सामने रखती तो भी समझ में नहीं आएगा. क्यों? मंगल का उदय नहीं हुआ. मंगल का उदय नहीं हुआ. तो मंगल का जब उदय होगा तभी बुद्धि में जाता है सब कुछ अंदर. Then only it will go into rightly. बढ़िया भक्त से मंगल हुआ तो और भी अच्छा होता है, फास्टली जाएगा, नहीं तो थोड़ा सा धीरे से जाएगा. नहीं तो अपराध रहेगी तो भी धीरे हो जाएगा. तो that's why what Lord is saying to such a people, hey, why you are waiting? Leave all these things. As per your body, whatever duties you get, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanprastha, Sannyasi, leave everything. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Chant my names all the time. And hear my names. And do worship. Do parikrama to me. My dham. And you be always in my service. Direct service. अरे इस बीच में कुछ मत रखो यार, अपरा और हमारे बीच में ये कर्म को क्यों ले आएगा? कर्म करके रिजल्ट ऑफर करूंगा, नहीं, ये सब क्या जरूरत? मेरा डायरेक्टली प्यार करो, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना किसी को? किसी आपका पिताजी आपको डायरेक्टली नहीं देते और किसी को आपका घर के बगल वाले को देकर और उनको बोलेगा मेरा पुत्र को दे दो, आपको कैसा लगेगा? कैसा लगेगा? अच्छा लगेगा? उनको डायरेक्टली देना चाहिए ना मुझे। ऐसा आप डायरेक्टली उनके लिए करेंगे, नहीं तो और कुछ करेंगे और उसका रिजल्ट आते तो उसको दे देंगे। कैसा लगता है भगवान को? हैं, भगवान को भी तो प्रेम चाहिए ना, प्रेम का भूखी है वो भी। अरे सब प्रेम का भाषा और कुछ नहीं, बहुत बड़ा फिलॉसफी नहीं है। प्रेम से सोचेंगे तो बहुत आसान लगेगा आपको, टेक्निकल दिमाग लगा के बहुत खोजते रहेंगे तो कुछ भी नहीं आएगा, उल्टा सीधा याद। प्रेम से सोचो। वो प्रेम नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, वो प्रेम नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं। थोड़ा सा मैंने इसीलिए भक्तों को भगवत गीता बहुत आसान से समझ में आएगा, केवल स्पेकुलेटर्स को तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, क्योंकि वो भाषा प्रेम का भाषा है। भगवान बोल रहे सब छोड़ो और मेरा हो जाए, वही ना अर्थ सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य। तब तक अभी तक कर्मी को क्या बोला गया? ए तुम तो ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय अपना धर्म का करो, और उसके बाद जब पूर्ण शरणागत जब तक नहीं है, दृढ़ श्रद्धा नहीं है, तब तक भी उनको बोला जा रहा है तुम तावत कर्माणि कुर्वीता न निर्विद्येत यावता मत्कथादो श्रवण श्रद्धा यावन्न जायते। Krishna is also saying in the Uddhava Gita, tavat karmani kurita, till that time you should do karma. Till what time? So tavat karmani kurita na nirvidyeta yavata, that means nirvedyata, that means antakarana suddhi. Till that time you don't get antakarana suddhi, you should do your karma. Or otherwise he is saying matkathadau shraddha, otherwise shraddha. From that sloka only this diagram came. Baba, either this or that, then only till that time you should do what? Karma. Once you got shraddha, then what he is saying? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So that's why in the beginning he is saying that karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Karmanyeva adhikara asti te. Your adhikara is in karma. Why? Because he didn't get shraddha, or otherwise he didn't get fully detachment. If he is eligible to go this side, if he is eligible to go here, or if he is eligible to be here, or if he is eligible to be here, then Krishna will say there is no need to do any karma and karma arpana. But Krishna is saying one to do karma, either you are not qualified to be here or either you are not qualified to be here. Simple actually. Try to understand our philosophy nicely and easily. एकदम इधर उधर नहीं करना है एक्चुअली, उल्टा सीधा स्पेकुलेशन. So he is saying if you are eligible for either to be here or here, then it's fine. You should not do any karma. So in the same, actually in the Bhagavad Gita, so in the 18th chapter 66 sloka he is saying that sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Why he is saying there? Actually one to be here whose kripa is cause, actually pure devotees. But in the case of Arjuna, he is telling that generally my devotee's kripa should be cause you to leave all the, get this shraddha and leave the karma. But in your case, generally I break, sometimes for my devotees, sometimes I break my pratigna, like in the case of so Bhishma Deva also. So I already took vow that in this battle I will not fight. But for the sake of Bhishma Deva, I broke my own vow. Similarly, here also I am breaking and I am giving my mercy so that you become pure devotee and be in the pure devotion. Generally, who should give mercy? My devotee should give. But in your case, I am giving an exception. So, because in the second chapter, he said that you are eligible to do karma only. In the 9th chapter, yat karoshi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat. So there he said that you should do whatever you do, you should offer to me. That he is saying about. So you are qualified to do pradhani bhuta bhakti. Now in the 18.66, he is saying that you leave everything and do pure devotion. Actually, Krishna doesn't want to, doesn't need, that means Arjuna doesn't need any kind of, any kind of these instructions. He is already pure devotee, he is a Nara. But only through the medium of Arjuna, actually, so Bhagavad Gita is teaching to us actually. If you are not able to get the Shraddha, you have to do Karmarpanam. And you have to do Karma. Karmanyevadikarasti. And whatever karma you do, yat karoshi, you should offer to me. That means this is the area, or this or this. Then after that, if you are associated with the Bhakta Sadhus, then you should so get the Drashraddha and leave it. 18.66 also you can see. Oh, what is the time? Time is, sorry. We'll leave this.
Harish, one question.
Yeah.
You said ki Shuddha Bhakta, he gives mercy. But in case of Dhruva Maharaj, he was searching a Lord. Then Lord arranged Narad Muni. Na? So Kripa came by through Miss Krishna only. Na? Not Shuddha Bhaktas is going Param. This.
So Krishna will give Kripa. Already he got, how he came to know about, he has to ask Vishnu.
From her, his mother.
She is also devotee.
But she was a devotee, but we cannot say
You don't want to
Shuddha.
consider as a Suddha Bhakta. Why you don't want to consider her as a Suddha Bhakta? Okay. We'll end here and we'll meet at 1:30. 10 minutes लेट आए ना सब लोग, हम क्या करें? उस समय ऐसा क्यों नहीं देखा? मैं आके पहले बैठा इधर